to a car outside his grandmother's home when an assailant walked up and shot him 9 times with a 9mm handgun. 50 was hit in the hand, arm, hip, both legs, chest, and left cheek and was immediately rushed to the hospital in critical condition, where he spent 13 days. Miraculously, he survived and spent about 5 months recovering. The alleged attacker was Daryl Baum, the close friend and bodyguard of Mike Tyson. Baum was killed 3 weeks later, but it's been rumored that he was sent by NYC drug kingpin Kenneth McGriff, who 50 had rapped about in an unreleased song called Ghetto Quran, 21 Savage. Ironically, on his 21st birthday, Savage and his friend Johnny were ambushed by a group of assailants in a drug deal gone wrong. 21 was shot in his hand, neck, arm, finger, and collarbone. 21 survived, but lost so much blood he suffered permanent nerve damage. Unfortunately, Johnny wasn't as lucky and passed away. 21 says that was the exact moment he became a savage.
I turned into a savage, man. I got on that bullshit. I was goddamn trying to kill everybody, man.
French Montana. In 2003, French Montana was leaving a recording studio at 133rd Street and 3rd Ave in the Bronx when 2 gunmen approached him. A scuffle ensued, and French ended up getting shot in the head. The man who shot Montana was also hit by friendly fire and died on the scene.
I got shot in my head right here. I don't know if you can see, I still got a little bald spot.
French was rushed to the Lincoln Hospital and luckily survived because the bullet went in and out and didn't hit anything major. Years later, he revealed that a former friend had set him up, but also saved his life by driving him to the hospital. Lil Wayne. Many rappers have been shot, but Lil Wayne may be the only one who also pulled the trigger. When Wayne was only 12 years old, he almost died after suffering a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the chest. He survived after being rushed to the hospital and credits an off-duty police officer named Robert Hobler, who he calls Uncle Bob, for saving his life by driving him to the hospital in a police vehicle. For many years, Wayne claimed it was an accident, but on the song Let It All Work Out from the Carter 5, he admitted it was a suicide attempt. His mother had told him that he had to stop rapping, and he was so depressed he tried to take his own life. Luckily, he survived, and his mother allowed him to pursue his passion, or the world would have been deprived of one of the greatest rappers alive. Slim 400. Slim 400 was an artist signed to YG who survived a near-fatal shooting, only to be killed a few years later. In June 2019, Slim had pulled up to his family's house in Compton when someone started shooting at him as he got out of the car. He tried to duck into the garage, but was hit multiple times before eventually being pulled in the front door by a relative. He was shot 9 times and had to undergo multiple surgeries and was even left with a bullet in the jaw. Thankfully, he survived, although tragically, he was later shot and killed in December 2021. Yella Beezy. Yella Beezy is one of the most popular artists from Dallas, but someone attempted to take his life just as he was beginning to blow up. Beezy was driving down the Sam Rayburn Tollway in Louisville, Texas, around 3:30 a.m. when someone pulled up alongside his vehicle and let off multiple shots. The rapper was coming home from the club and trying to locate his new house when suddenly he realized he was being ambushed. He managed to crawl to safety and get help.
Some people pulled over and they asked me, "Am I alright?" I was like, "Man, just call the police, I'm shot." I'm just trying to calm myself so I wouldn't go into a panic.
So even though it was a close call, he didn't freak out, which may have saved his life. The Game. The Game grew up in a dysfunctional family with 2 parents who were members of the Crips, and he spent his childhood in and out of foster care. He later joined the Bloods as a teenager because his brother was a leader in the Game, but the Game decided to change his life after he was shot 5 times and put into a coma. While in the hospital recovering, he told his brother to go buy all the classic hip-hop albums and created a strategy to turn himself into a famous rapper. For more wild stories in the history of hip-hop,